What's up with it? It's your boy Luce Cannon. You tapped in, Mr. Icon himself. Icon, what's up with it? Y'all better like, subscribe, and comment. They're the homies.
Yo, what's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Icon Got You, aka the voice of the casual, aka Mr. Leather on Butt. And today, man, y'all already know how I do. I got that method, man. I be moving dolo state to state. I'm on my belly shit, cause I'm a hungry dude and I got to eat. So y'all know I touch down in the west with it. You know, good trees, good women, and good man, y'all I ain't gonna say no too much. But yo, man, I had to meet up with my boy, man, a producer, family man, writer, rapper, entrepreneur, and a father. Congratulations, my brother. Introduce yourself, sir.
Man, it's the one and only, the most hated, the most loved. I don't know what you want to call it, but fuck it, your favorite crib, Loose Cannon. They're the homies.
Word, man. Yo, I always say, man, I gotta say, Nipsey gotta be the reason that we're doing this interview, man. R.I.P. Nip.
Yeah,
But
Nip the Great.
yo, would you say that Nip is top five?
Top five and the most influence are like one of the best rappers.
I would say top five in Cali history.
Top five in Cali history. That's a hard thing to do because we got so many greats. But I think that him and Draco is neck to neck with the biggest impactful influence rappers of all time next to Tupac.
Let me ask you, I always had a quick question about that. So, cause Tupac is originally from New York. How y'all claim him on the West, man?
See, no, the thing is, it's like we claim Tupac on the West is because, well, I say because more dynamic because I was born in 92, right? And he died in 96. But after studying his music, his movies, and everything like that, it was like he really left like the New York, like it was like all West Coast until I died. You get what I'm saying? He got all his flavor and stuff like that, and became super super huge when he came to the West Coast. It wasn't that long, but I think that we embraced him. It's like basketball. You get what I'm saying? It's like Kobe Bryant was from he played overseas and he was from Philly and stuff like that, but he was always gonna be LA great Laker. You get what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
nobody know him for anything else but Laker. Just like Michael Jordan wasn't born in Chicago, but that's Chicago. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I get it. Nah, I feel exactly where you coming from. So let me ask you this: you just had a son recently. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I had a son.
How was that, man?
No, so life is great. So twists and turns and everything. It was a scary moment because she had the baby 2 months early. So it was like,
Oh,
yeah. So he's a preemie, and he from day one he was fighting for his life, and it's like it was hard. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
I get you.
the first 4 or 5 days he fighting for his life, breathing machines and everything like that. But now he's stable, gaining weight, and he's here to stay.
That's fire, man. I'm happy to hear that, man. Yo, to God be the glory for that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
what is your mental state like at a time like that when you see, like, cause I know as a father, most of the time they call us the provider, they call us the protector. They always say that we're to watch over the family. You know what I mean? So what do you
Hmm.
do in a situation where honestly all you could do is just talk to God and just ask Him to say please?
See, the thing is, it's like when God give you something, no one can take it. And so I always believe that. So what God got for me, no one. If He got it for me, no one could take it. So if He gave me a son, I know my faith and everything like that. Okay, my son's gonna be okay. So I just look forward. You get what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to the doctors calling me, talking about like, oh, you gotta, he's strong, he's doing better, he's healthy, and all the other stuff like that. I don't think about the negativity or nothing. I don't doubt it. I don't do anything like that. I just look, visualize it. Okay, he's about to be good. He's about to be at the NIC unit in a minute. You get what I'm saying? That's all.
I love your mind frame. Can I ask you this? So you're originally from California, right?
Yep. Born and raised. South Central, Crenshaw District.
South Central Crenshaw district. So I gotta ask you this, man. What? Just explain to the people what was the early life like of a loose cannon before any of the producing, before any of the writing, any of that. Like, how did the whole journey start?
Man, it's crazy. It was like, um, I was just like really like one day or whatever. I was just like bored and shit, and then I had a PlayStation, right? And when I had a PlayStation, it was like a Funk Flex music generator or whatever, like game where you could actually make beats and shit. And so I started making beats off my PlayStation. And so my auntie was actually dealing with Chris Lighting in New York or whatever like that. You know, that was her um, you know, like he was married, but you know, you had a woman on the side, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I went out there with for summer, and when I went out there with for summer or whatever, I was making beats on the PlayStation, and I actually was in the
Wait,
studio
wait, wait,
where,
wait, wait. Whoa, whoa. You were making beats on the PlayStation.
yeah,
Oh, you how?
yeah. So basically, they had a game called Funk Flex Music Generator, right? So it was a game where you could actually make beats and produce off of a PlayStation. See, people didn't really know that. So I started making beats off my PlayStation. And then I actually was in a room well like 50 Cent in them, and 50 Cent was asking me, he was like, "Hey, can you get that beat off that PlayStation? And how much do you want for it?" Or whatever like that. And I was like, "I don't know, I could try." But then I figured it out, got the beat off the PlayStation, put it on the board, and I've been looking ever since, like,
I gotta ask this question. What age were you when you finally jumped off the porch?
in
Hmm?
what aspect?
In the aspect of you were finally just going outside.
Oh, like going outside, like fighting and doing
Yeah.
all types of other shit.
Yeah.
Probably like 7, 8 years old. Like I was like a bad, young, thirsty little kid. You get what I'm saying? So I was always in fights. I was always doing some, BS and everything like that. And it just like it just happened, but it changed my life because, see, my mom, she had other kids, but they was all older than me, so I was, going outside messing with them, hanging out with them, like doing stuff, like, crazy stuff with them. So it was like my brother getting in a fight with somebody, and I fight the little brother. You get what I'm saying? So it was just like I was just wild. I had a gun like at 10 years old, so it's
Damn.
like, yes, I was really wild. And my grandma used to call me. She was like, "That's a loose cannon. You got to watch for him. We had to pray for him and stuff like that. He's a loose cannon." And it just stuck with me.
So your grandma gave you the name Loose Cannon.
Yeah. Like my family and everybody used to like say that, even the little my older homies and stuff like that, like they used to, like my big homies, they used to call me loose cannon and stuff like that. But it really started with my grandmother saying it, and then it just, we in the hood, so it trickles down. Everybody starts seeing it. They start seeing it. Wow, like when kids used to do bad in school or whatever like that, they come and knock on my door like, "Come here, come here, come here, cuz, come here, little cuz," and they be like, "Little nutty, come here, come here, come here, come here." And they used to have me beat up the kids and stuff like that, make them, try to straighten up and stuff like that. So I was like um, you know, I always got in fights. I always did wild stuff. So at the age of like 14, turning about to turn 15, I got I was making beats or whatever like that, so I got a big break. And when I got a big break in the industry or whatever like that, it was like I was working with everybody. I didn't even know. like at the time, like who's the people? I didn't care. I was like, I'm pulling up in a 760. You get what I'm saying? BMW. I got all the flyest clothes, all the baddest bitches. All like so it was like I didn't even really too much care about who I was working for. I just knew that PlayStation was making me money. Then I got on the NPC. You get what I'm saying? And I started doing like the programs, the Logics, the Abletons, and Cubase and stuff like that. And I would just start rocking.
Did you ever use Fruity Loops?
No, I never even really got into Fruity Loops because so many people was making porno music with that. So it was like they didn't have like the correct sounds and stuff like that they do now. You get what I'm saying?
I get exactly what you're saying.
You laughing?
Yeah. I was trying to stay serious. It's just when you said they was making that porno music, I said, yo, this dude is.
No, but do you really get it though, right? You
I
know what I'm
get what
talking
you
about, right?
meant. No, I get what you meant. All the like plugins, everything was simple. Like it was just no diversity for real in there yet.
None. So it was like to a point where it was like I could with other programs I could create one sound and turn it into 1,000 different sounds. You get what I'm saying? By EQing it, compressing it, twisting it, playing it backwards, all kind of stuff like that. Fruity Loops, it was just like doop doop doop. Like, it was like nah, I can get jiggy with this.
Let's talk about a little bit about some of these songs you produced because you have a couple, and I'm gonna name just a couple of Cookout, and you also have America's Most Wanted. You have Do Something, bruh. You even got Bringing California Back with Nipsey Hussle on it. But I really want to focus on Ball Out, and you have the song Bringing California Back. And with those two songs, you produced with two California legends that you named earlier.
Well,
How
three. You can't. We can't forget about YG because he's still living. He's still a legend, though.
how okay, actually before we get into these songs you produce, how do you classify a legend?
Okay, so somebody that could set a trend and everybody want to be just like them.
So when you say, because I remember Wack had this moment, and shout out to Wack, because with what Wack do, I always say shout out to Wack just because his grind is crazy. I don't care what nobody say. Wack be out working a lot of young dudes. I be seeing it. I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
this
you
dude
do.
stay working. Like, so when I look at it, I remember he had a moment when Nipsey first passed, and he was saying that Nipsey died and became a legend. I believe I'm quoting it. Am I quoting it right? I'm hoping I'm quoting it right. But he said Nipsey had died and became a legend, but he didn't die a legend. Do you agree or disagree with that?
So what I'm gonna take it as where he meant was when Nipsey was rapping musically before he died, he wasn't a legend because people didn't see or he didn't have that attention where other artists would get to make that movement. You get what I'm saying? That prediction and stuff like that. So when he died, and all eyes is on him, and then people start really digging into what Nipsey was about. See, we already knew Nipsey was about, but certain individuals couldn't see that. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, so when he said Nipsey didn't die as a musical legend because the numbers wasn't there. But if we going based on numbers, or if we going based on body of work, Nipsey was a legend. But when it comes down to him, he basing it on numbers. And then he just retract that statement by saying Nipsey is a legend now because his numbers are up. His numbers is up 5,000% more than when he was alive. And that's true.
And this is the other thing now I want to ask you. Do you feel like that's a gift or a curse that people sometimes don't recognize the work until people are gone?
I think that's it's really like, yeah, I think people don't even understand until somebody go look at Mo 3. Man, he was talented. But people didn't even give that to him until he died. Look at Draco the Ruler. He had a song with Drake. And it wasn't even hitting like that until he died. People didn't even understand Like, how can people be great? And that's what's wrong with our generation. We rather wait until somebody died to get up on them. You get what I'm saying? To
Mm-hmm.
understand them. But see, people, nobody could take this from me. Nobody on God's green earth got a song with Nipsey Hussle and Draco the Ruler but Loose Cannon.
Nobody else in the game has a song with both of these guys.
Yeah, nobody.
I wanted to ask you this. You're a Crip, right? If I'm remembering
Yeah.
correctly.
Yeah.
So, one, let's actually get into a little backstory if you don't mind talking about it. How did you end up joining the Crips if you don't mind me asking?
No, it was just you're a product of an environment. So I'm in an environment where it was just nothing but gang culture. But I grew up in the enemy's hood. You get what I'm saying? But my daddy was from rolling sixties. So when I used to go to school and stuff like that, they'd be like, "That's that Nap son," or "That's that yeah, we don't like that nigga, that nutty what's the name." So I had to fight every single day. So when I was fighting every single day, I grew to hate them, but they respected me. So I was actually, like 8, 9 years old, talking about, I'm from rolling sixties and stuff like that, this and that. I would have like that. But then it became that because I was always going at them. You get what I'm saying? So the
Mm-hmm.
hatred turned into respect on the other side and respect on what's name, but it would just it just chose me. You get what I'm saying?
I
Because
get
it,
that.
it, it wouldn't even been like I'm in the A trace, so it's like they see me, they like me or whatever like that. But it was just like the point that whatever my dad did, that's that nap son or whatever like that. They just hated him so much. They hated me, and they told the kids they hate me and stuff like that. But we go play basketball and stuff like that, and then we fight. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I had it rough and hard, but at the end of the day, God was just training me to be this person I am now.
So you looked at all those as just preparation.
Yeah, to get where I need to be.
So let me ask you this because and I remember it was something Nipsey had Hustle had said about gang. It was about gang culture, and he was saying how he looked at gang banging so different because when you're going on a mission and you going to find someone, you really like you pass up on this dude because he is square. You pass up on bro over here, he a working man. You could just tell, but you know who you looking for, and then you find him, and then you really see that it's like because he got that walk like you, he got that talk like you, he got everything like you, and then you realize that you're looking for yourself on the other side,
Yeah,
really.
you killing yourself. Yeah, at the end of the day, is you killing yourself. You killing somebody that's got a journey just like you, and you taking his life because of the hatred that you was taught for no reason.
So when you see that and you see the premise on, because I remember if I were like just doing my research and everything, um, with the Crips originally with how they started, it never was this. When do you feel the transition happened where it was just violence and everything? Like when did it become this cycle?
Um, I mean, the cycle comes up where when your parents was born in the crack epidemic. You get what I'm saying? Where their mind is not right. So they looking at being mad every day, all day. Now, no, we changing because we like shit. We want to party. We want to do this. We want to make money. We want to um get bitches and stuff like that. So our minds start developing and saying like, this is not the way. You get what I'm saying? It's more than life than waking up, fighting, and killing. And that's why we taking a stand now. So many people lost their lives and stuff like that that we can't get back. So it's like, do we keep going with this, or do we expose the um the dudes that actually pushing that line still? Because when you in jail, they ain't putting no money on your books. writing you a letter. They not spraying perfume on your letter so you could smell it and smell good and stuff like that. They not doing none of that stuff like that. So it's like it's all a trick at the end of the day, just to say like you the toughest nigga in the world.
Yo, like, actually, let me ask you about that with this whole the toughest nigga in the room thing, because I've been seeing you going at Meek online. What's going on with that, man? Why you and Meek got beef, bro? What's up
Because
with this?
Meek Mills is a sweetheart, and he just don't want to live in his true identity as being a bisexual man, and that's why I'm going hard on Meek Mills, because it's like when we had problems and confrontation, he was a sweetie about it. Like literally, I walked up to him with a couple of homies. He had his homies. He had security. They stepped away. He literally took off all his jewelry and gave it to me. No gun, no nothing. And then he gets on the internet talking about like he just this big bad, like tough dude. And it's like, bro, you's a sweetheart.
Oh man, yo, cause I'm hearing that. Yo, why you extorting these rappers out here? You know how it is to grind as a rapper, bro. Why you out here extorting these niggas, bro?
No, so it's not extortion, right? It's like if I go to Philly, if I go to New York and stuff like that, I'm gonna show the utmost respect. I'm gonna check in with my people. I'm not gonna talk about another dude in Philly. I'm not gonna talk about another dude in New York or anything like that. Even if I go to Florida, nothing. You get what I'm saying? Because I showed the highest respect for me being in another man's city and state. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Meek Mills let his Twitter fingers get him in trouble. You get what I'm saying? It's just like with the Drake situation. Like he literally would do some shit and then want to apologize later. No, nigga, it's too late to apologize. Now we have to actually see what you really about. He brings it up all. I mean, like he brings all his problems, like from himself. He starts it and he don't want to finish it. Then he wants to get out of it. Think about this, right? You actually, he's the nigga that's beefing with Safari. Like, nigga, you get no stripes from beefing with Safari. You's a buster. You's a sweetie pie for that. But you got Game and everybody else calling him out. He don't say nothing. He tried to beef with Drake. Drake killed him or whatever like that. Now he want to be Drake's best friend. Like, this is crazy. Look at the patterns of Meek Mill. Meek Mill do not he won't really no actual problems with anybody. You get what I'm saying? And when he do start those problems or whatever, it always is different. Did he? What about when he was beefing with AR Ab? You see where that went?
Yo, why you on Meek neck like this? I'm messing with Meek. Yo, okay, what? Could y'all come? Could y'all have a truce? Could y'all? Is there any way there could be peace?
We would never be cool, never ever, because when it crossed a path or whatever like that, like sweetheart should have just left it alone. Let me tell my story. Your career was already done. Go in retirement. You over there doing swinging parties with Diddy and all that other stuff like that. Like, bro, like you on nuts and butt shit. So it's like, bro, like, why would I let off on you when you actually is the one that's talking? You should have just been quiet. Think about it. If you know that you could get exposed, would you rumble your mouth or you would act like this shit is not true and don't say shit?
I would be chilling.
You be chilling, right?
I'll be chilling. I'll be
Yeah.
chilling.
So listen, Nicki Minaj already exposed him. Um, the Game exposed him. Drake exposed him. Diddy exposed him. Diddy told him, like, bro, if you deny it, I'm gonna drop that tape.
Yo, man, what? Yo, so you think Diddy dropped that tape? You think that was Diddy?
No, the bodyguard Gene did.
Man, yo, you getting oh man, yo, I hope in the future. I'm really hoping in the future. Not that y'all could be cool. I'm just hoping that you know
Meek,
what.
Meek Mills, since you like to watch every single thing, sweetie, let me tell you this. I'm not fucking with you. Never, ever, sweetie pie. Never, ever. I will not fuck with you. We can't be cool. He crossed the level of disrespect that we can't even get past no more.
So respect is a big thing for you.
Yeah, of course. You gotta be respectful. You get what I'm saying? Like you can't come to somebody else city, talk tough, and then act like when you do get when something do happen to you, now you want to be um a hoe about it. You get what I'm saying? Like niggas, stand up, do something. Like stand up for yourself. But he don't want to do that.
So let me ask you this because you even said that you had so you said it's not extortion. So why did he have to pay the 50,000?
To get his jury back.
Oh my! So you all gave him a retainer fee? That's the retainer?
No,
Oh,
so it's like this, right? People don't understand. We can't do nothing with the jury. We could take it to the Slauson and get it melted down and stuff like that, but we won't come back with 50. You get what I'm saying? If we put it on every greasy neck in the hood and stuff like that, and go on a tour with it, there's no satisfaction. So if you want your rap career to go on and you don't want us to speak about it, till we hit Rick Ross, drop off that 50. We ain't gonna say nothing.
oh man. So let me ask you this, yo. Does this happen to a lot of rappers in the industry?
Yeah, it happened to probably 90% of them
How come we never hear about this?
because niggas get paid.
Oh, so they cutting the checks.
Yeah, of course. So if you don't want it to go on a world tour, you gonna pay that bread.
Damn. Oh, so being a rapper is man, yo, I swear being a rapper is
So
like
so it was so rapping. You get your chain taken. That's like your WWE belt. You get what I'm saying? You be basically done. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like they want to protect that and get their wrestling belt like it's a disqualification or something like that. Let me just pay the money or whatever and get it back. Nobody knows. When niggas do not pay, or an enemy takes it, then they gonna expose it. But if a random nigga take it, they not exposing that. They don't even want to know. They just want to get the money.
yo,
That's how the game goes.
I always said this all started when J.R. Ryder got his chain snatched in the Bronx, bro. I'll never forget the day when I seen J.R. Ryder. I feel like he was always the first rapper for the Greasy Neck tour.
Yeah.
You remember that J.R. Ryder situation?
No, I don't remember it, but I heard about the situation like way back that he got his chain taken and stuff like that. And didn't he act like it didn't happen?
And then they put the video up. It says it's
They
not
put
your
the
chain.
Yeah, they put the video out because the nigga didn't want to pay the money. I
Damn.
remember the nigga. What's the nigga? They call him Spring Break now. You get what I'm saying? He was on Love and Hip Hop. He just called like 2 weeks ago. He was like, "Man, do I have to pay for my chain to give? I have to pay for my own chain to get my own chain back." I'm like, bitch, call the police then. Like, niggas is not about to go and get your chain back and you ain't coughing up no money. Then we find out the nigga chain is fake.
Yeah, But so let me ask you this now. Now I gotta ask you this with the whole, because I know what they say about, with checking into the, because you had brought it up earlier too about checking into the proper channels and everything. With checking in, how does that whole checking in thing work?
So it's not really checking in, but you tapping in with your people that's around in New York that are in Philly or in New Jersey, or people that can actually like, okay, oh, Luce Cannon's in town or whatever like that. I'm about to go fuck with my man, make sure he good and safe. Just like that, it's not like nobody is you paying or anything like that because I got my entourage and my security and stuff like that with me. But you have to order to understand, like you have to follow their rules. You get what I'm saying? And so when niggas want to come out, call up bitches and doing all that. Nigga, use the lick to the bitch. The bitch is gonna fuck you and set you up to get robbed. So it's like, what is the point of calling a bitch or whatever like that? Nigga, you can't fly a bitch with you? Oh yeah, y'all niggas is gang goofy. So that's why they get robbed. That's why they get set up. And then after they get robbed and set up, the bitch will be right there still with him. He gets back on the plane or whatever like that, the bitch be coming around the corner to get her cut.
Damn.
That's just how it goes. That's why I tell a nigga like, y'all from out of town, go get you a hotel, get you 2 rooms, go get one if you want to bring a bitch in there or whatever, do your thug thizzle, and then go to another room on another floor that you want to sleep at. You get what I'm saying? And leave it alone. But they want to take the bitch shopping. The bitch want to take them to the hood to go get some food. Go to the hood liquor store and they getting robbed and shit.
So you guys had a situation recently with Rowdy Rebel where he came to LA and he said like fuck LA after he left. Is that, how did that like look to you? How did y'all perceive that in LA? Did y'all really care about it? Did y'all look at him like
Yeah,
crazy?
but see, the thing is, he's so stupid because he just put um a thing on his a target on his back for no reason. And we know Sweetie is not like that. Do you get what I'm saying? Nobody fucking with him.
But you don't, you think that, do you think that it was justified though for him to say that?
The thing is how can it be justified when you didn't know Pop Smoke? When Pop Smoke was popping, you was in jail. When Pop Smoke died, you was in jail. What was done that you could say, I know Pop Smoke. This is my guy, or whatever. I've been knowing him for it. Like, nigga, no, you never knew this nigga, bro.
Let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this. Do you feel that with them interviewing Pop Smoke's killer, do you feel like that was a justified move, or do you feel like that was, nah, y'all feel like that was a little out of pocket?
No, look. So look, I feel that basically that was they trying to figure out why he did do it. Why did he do it? It's so many people that could actually like speculate on why he did it, but the person that actually did it can actually tell you why he did it. Now, why is he doing interviews and shit like that? That's crazy. That's beyond me.
So you are from the agreeing premise that that interview should, you feel like it more gives off the wrong narrative.
Yeah, I feel like it shouldn't have happened. You, nothing like that shit ever happened when basically you spitting in the family's face. You ain't caring about um how the family feels, the injustice of somebody killing somebody and out talking, talking right after.
And I wanted to say this to you also. When you look at, because I'm looking at your career and your body of work, most people don't realize also that you're a writer and you've written for other people. Do you want to talk about some of that too?
Yeah, so the thing is, it's like I always told people that And people know I started off as a writer and producer. So I was always making so much money doing writing and music and stuff like that, like writing and producing, that I wasn't even caring about the limelight. Because it was like all the accolades and stuff like that comes with the writing and producing, but a lot of people don't get credit for it. You get what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
then it'd be like 10 writers on an album, but you just know this one artist. It'd be like 10, 20 producers, but you just know this one big producer. And that's just how the game goes. So it's now just like, okay, let me show people the full everything, the full arsenal. I'm a writer, I'm a producer, I'm an entertainer, I'm an actor. I could do so many things that people won't see, like somebody that comes out of my area that actually could get a chance to see him actually living and doing it, like, and giving the people history, giving people, like, I'm like the voice now of the West Coast, the real voice where I'm gonna tell a nigga the truth, whether he like it or not.
So when you say that, right? Because you say the voice, I've noticed that you're very vocal about everything that you're doing with just everything. I'm talking about from producing to music to everything when you go online at people and everything. What makes you move like that with no fear?
Because you have to understand this: when God calls your number, He gonna call your number regardless. So on this earth, I'm gonna be what I am, and that's just me. I'm gonna say what I want to say, do what I want to say, because you only get one life. So why would I sugarcoat anything when I can actually change people's lives? I can actually change people way of thinking. I could actually talk to people and give them wisdom at a young age to make sure they understanding and get life. You get what I'm saying? They want people want to like bow down and sugarcoat things and like fuck that. Nigga, I'm gonna tell you raw, uncut, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, then it's fuck you. And that's just me. That's my persona. I don't care.
So I have this one theory in my life that I go by, that and as a man, that we could all achieve success, like individually. Any man can achieve success. I believe any person is capable of success, but I believe that success hits different when you have somebody to share it with. What made you say, you know what, I know for sure this is the one, I gotta build this empire, I need you to be a better version of me? What prompts that? And do you feel that every man should find a woman in like everything? Like, do you feel like he needs that piece to become like the best version of himself?
Yeah, see, the thing is with my wife, she just like me. She just didn't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? Like people be looking at her pretty, gorgeous, sexy, all that stuff like that, but she just don't give a fuck. And it's like that's what me. And when we just clicked from day one, like it was like, oh, okay, that's cool, or whatever. She'd be like, well, I want to go to this bougie ass restaurant. I'm like, no, the crib. We going to Denny's. Dead homies. Okay, let's go to Denny's. Next week we're gonna do my way. You get what I'm saying? So it was just like to a point where it was like she knew what she wanted. She wanted like success. She wanted to be with a successful person. It's the same thing with me because a lot of people don't know her accolades, but she got a lot of them.
Like, you do have a powerful woman that you stand next to also.
Yeah, of
That's
course. And that's the brilliant part about um being with somebody that could actually hold their own, and she could actually hold her own. You get what I'm saying?
so let me ask you this, with now that you're moving on to this next chapter of your life and everything with building up your family, what what changed for you once your son was born? Like, what did is there like a shift that happens in a man when he finally has his like firstborn?
No, see the thing is with me, it's like I'm gonna stay the same and make sure I instill the proper tools and the way I think and the way I see the world into my son, so he can actually take that from me and apply it to his life and probably make it better. You get what I'm saying? So it's like when people change, that's where their life goes into shambles. When people say, okay, I want to do this, I want to slow down and that and stuff like that, and you be thinking to the person like, nigga, you're not even where you supposed to be at in life right now. Nigga, you need to keep going, because one thing, either you're gonna have to sacrifice something. It's gonna be either sacrifice time, or you're gonna have to sacrifice your kids' future. You get what I'm saying? When it comes down to they can't eat this because daddy can't afford it. They can't go to this baseball game because daddy can't afford it. They can't do basketball camp because daddy can't afford it. No, fuck that. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make sure that my son succeed. And that's when you setting your kids up in the world. So it's like regardless. It's like when you see Jay-Z and Beyonce, you don't think they want to be around their daughter, what's the name? But they have to sacrifice time so she could become what she's gonna become in this world. Is you can't get it all.
One thing I've noticed about you when you talk, you mention God a lot. So you're a God fearing man, you would say.
Of course, like man, I've been shot 10 times, so of course I'm a God fearing man. Like he got me here for a real reason. So it's like I fast all the time. I pray, all that stuff like that. It just God knows me, and I'm not gonna pull a wool over God's eyes and try to act like I'm holier than thou. I'm not. He just know me, and we have our relationship, and he loved me for me. I'm his child.
Let me ask you this, because you said you got shot 10 times. How do you keep how after the first time does it become like not a numbing effect, but is it just after the first time, is it just routine, or is it like how do you stay in the life after even something like that happens to you?
You just don't give a fuck. That's the only thing. Like, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like w- I'm not about to change nothing, not my views or anything like that, because one bullet could kill you. You get what I'm saying? One stabbing could kill you. Shit, pussy could kill you. You get what I'm saying? Eating the wrong type of meat gonna kill you. Drinking too many Red Bulls gonna kill you. When your number is called, it's gonna be called regardless. You can't stop it or can't do anything about it. I know motherfuckers talking about, yeah, I'm vegan and stuff like that, and I'm healthy. I'm doing this. I'm going to the gym. Motherfucking bitch went to the gym. I mean, going to on the way to the gym, got in a car accident and died. So you wasted your whole life caring about the other shit, and you died anyway.
Yo, that damn. Yo, that shit
This is
just hit. Oh shit. I was like,
no. This is
damn.
real facts. This is the way of life. People don't want to give you the keys. People don't want to tell you this. They want to tell you like, "Oh, do this and do that." No, fuck that. Do what you do.
Yo, man. Let me ask you this, because you a lot of the time, since you really don't give a fuck, you made a lot of successful moves that most people won't even know you had a hand in. Like for example, YG and Nipsey, you played a part in that.
Yeah, so it's like I brought them together. So at the end of the day, it's like a benefit for me is because it's like I started something that nobody could see.
Look, I'm self-made from the bottom up. I'm that nigga that your bitch keep calling.
What was it when with Nipsey and YG? I know that they're both from They're both from different sets and everything. Why was
Mm-hmm.
that such a big issue to have YG in the 60s? Because they were saying that Nipsey had to run fades for YG.
No,
So
that's not true. So the thing is, it's like this. When I brought Nipsey to the hood, or whatever like that, because I brought him to the hood and we did our song, bringing California back and stuff like that. It was everything good. But when I went to jail and I Nipsey did a song with YG or whatever, Big U was hating on Nipsey Hussle, so he made it an issue because he just didn't like him. He was getting too big. You get what I'm saying? He was blossoming. It wasn't just Big U from Roller 60s and check in with him. Then he had competition. You get what I'm saying?
you didn't have to go see him direct no more.
Yeah. So it was like, oh, we could just call Nipsey and hang out with him, and we good. He gonna have thing with me. I was the like
Yeah.
when stuff got messy or whatever like that, I go handle the business. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I go do certain things or whatever. But it got to a point is where it's like I start realizing, like afterwards, when Nipsey died, like this was just all a play for money. This was all a play for your status.
No one's bigger than the set.
Yeah.
Is that what that's what Charleston White was meaning when he was saying no one was bigger than the set?
Yeah. So basically, it was to the point where either you get with the program and you understand it, or you outgrow the program. And Nipsey was outgrowing the program, and they just didn't like it. They didn't understand change. Nipsey was bringing change. Nipsey was bringing bags to the hood. Nipsey was bringing celebrities to the hood. Nipsey was bringing, like, they didn't want that. They wanted it for themselves.
I get you now. So with Draco and the Draco the Ruler situation, because you worked with Draco early on in his career, what was it in
Hmm.
Draco that you saw that no, like, why were you like, I'm gonna gravitate to him over here? Because you got it when other people didn't see it. Like, what made you say, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with you?
Yeah, because Draco was he was creating something that nobody else was doing. You get what I'm saying? He was creating, he wasn't like aggressive on a mic or anything like that. He would just relax and talking and had the, the whisper flow and like, but he meant every word that he said. His demeanor was different. And I said, okay, he got it. This is something different. Everybody about to embrace this.
So when you saw that him and Y was it? I believe him and YG were at odds, right?
Hmm.
What do you feel like that could have been prevented?
Um, I I asked myself, why did God didn't take Ralphie and leave Draco on Earth?
Damn.
So
Damn.
that
Why
shit
you can.
sums it up.
So let me ask this. Now that you see Draco and everything and where his career has gone, and then now you see Nipsey and where his career has gone, and we were talking about the greats and how like it's like you nobody until somebody kills you. So I feel like
Hmm.
there's this notion about the West Coast that a lot of rappers basically you go to the West Coast and you're probably you like your chances of getting hit up on the West Coast are high as hell.
Yeah, because people be walking targets.
You don't feel like it's just the California area. You feel like people are still standing out like sore thumbs. They're just like, man, it's here. Why not take it?
No, so it's like this. People think Beverly Hills is so far away from the hood when it's only 10, 15 minutes away. So you going and going to get you a nice meal, thinking that you about to get a restaurant where a nigga called or a restaurant server call and be like, "Hey, what's the name? So and so is here." You a lick. Just because they got on a tuxedo and it's a nice restaurant and they bringing you a steak, don't mean they don't have people around that's trying to get you. You a lick.
I never thought about it like
DoorDash,
that.
nigga.
Eh, Damn. So wait, let me ask this. Let me ask this because you said so with the PNB Rock situation, right? Do you
Mm-hmm.
feel like that was more just do you feel like he was really do you feel like not that it could have been avoided, but do you feel that it was warranted for where he was at?
Of course, it was gonna happen. It wasn't. If it was gonna happen, it was just gonna happen. That's it. It wasn't a matter of when. It was gonna happen, regardless.
So do you feel that rappers it's not even so much the check-in, do you feel like that rappers need to move smarter on the West Coast when when they go out there?
Yeah, and boundaries. So think we got high burglaries. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know how Chicago got that high killing rate and stuff like that.
Hmm.
These young niggas is looking to rob and so they could go and party. They could go and chill and with a bitch, pay their rent. They don't want to work. You to work for them. You get what I'm saying? They
Makes
got a nigga that got a AP. Okay, that's 65. I could take it to the homie and get 40. You get what I'm saying? That's enough for like 2 months.
2 months and fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's crazy, man. Like 2 months and fun. Like I'm thinking about it. I was thinking about it in the way you said it. Like I'm thinking that's 2 months and fun. Like that's like you could. I could pay my bills. Bullshit. Damn.
Bullshit. I might go and give me a new whip. You get what I'm saying? Spend 25, pay 10. I have 5 to play with.
Shit, you might see me come around with the pack. They
Of
talking
course.
about. I might got it this week, yo. I might. Yo, it was a good week. I got it this week.
Yeah.
Do you have any future endeavors that you're looking to push now that because you basically got the internet in the chokehold?
Yeah. So it's like, I got, the new TV show that's on BET that's coming out, Batty and the Beast, season 2. Um, I got the song and everything like that I'm about to drop with Drake. Um, I got tons and tons of music that I'm about to drop. So it's like we about to go on tour. So everything else is like it's like a toss up. So we good. We moving.
What's some advice that you would give to somebody that's chasing the same dream as you?
Don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to your parents. Don't listen to anybody. Just listen to your heart and apply pressure on your passion. And don't look back at all. Don't look in that rear view. Just keep driving and looking forward through that windshield.
Okay. Now I gotta ask you. Now I'm gonna put a little caveat on it. So with this whole journey that you've been on with content creating and everything now, because I
Mm-hmm.
always say that this is as much as people could say, okay, you could be a content creator. I always say once you become a content creator, you're making a lifestyle change.
Mm-hmm.
So with this lifestyle change that you've gotten on, what have you learned the most about yourself?
That people think I'm funny, but I just be honest. Because people be laughing, be like, "You funny as shit." And I be like, "Nigga, I'm being myself. I'm telling the truth." So that's it. That's the difference where people know and they embracing everything about me, even if it's good, bad, right, or wrong. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I learned about myself.
So I want to actually, because I almost forgot to ask you this in the interview. So there's another loose cannon that's trying to say that he's you.
No, so
You
The
want to
thing
talk
is,
about
it's like,
that?
man, let's talk about that goofy shit, right? So think about this, right? I tell a nigga every single day when the nigga asks me that, Google loose cannon and who pops up.
Let's Google this
That's
real quick.
it. That's the easiest thing you could do. Just Google loose cannon.
Let's Google. Let's. We gonna throw this up on the screen just so y'all know when we edit this video and throw it out. Y'all see who popping up. Yeah, y'all see.
That's
Y'all
it.
see.
So yeah, that's all to it.
Like what? How did this whole narrative even start? Like,
Because you know people have, you have like the little baby, the baby. You got people, 1,000 people, rappers calling the baby. So when something gets hot and brought out, then the best thing to do is say, I was loose cannon first because he's older. You get what I'm saying? So that's just the narrative people want to run with. Well, he want to run with, and certain individuals that don't like me. Then that's crazy. I never even heard of the nigga. I never seen the nigga. Don't know what he look like. Nothing. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I don't even know what he do. So that's the crazy part.
yo, let me ask you this: when you see stuff like that, right? When you see stuff like this, you just be like, do you start just thinking like, man, the internet is a crazy place?
No, I just ignore this stupid shit because it's so goofy to me that people. I mean, you could say, um, Luce Cannon just pooped out some green shit, and that motherfucker turned blue. That's real. Like you say that, and people will believe that shit. You get what I'm saying? These niggas would just believe anything when you pop it.
So I want to. Oh, so I agree with you on that last part. People will believe anything when you pop, and they always believe the most popular voice. I feel like the most popular voice always controls the conversation. Let me ask you this because I know you've seen this whole thing with the West Coast, right? So one thing about the West Coast, I feel like the West Coast is very hard. No, Diddy, it's very it's very hard for people to come at the West Coast because I've noticed that with the West Coast, y'all band together something different. What it why is that a thing? Like how does that happen where y'all put like it don't matter what gang you are, it don't matter certain things. In certain moments, you not coming at the West Coast if you are outsider. What is that?
Because we protect our own. Because we got a stigma of people, rappers coming to California and they getting killed. You get what I'm saying? So it's like bro, why are y'all getting mad because y'all coming out to California out of pocket? You get what I'm saying? And then when something happened to y'all, then y'all want to say fuck this and fuck Cali and fuck this. It's like bro, we ain't going to your states and your cities disrespectful. We coming in that motherfucker smooth as fuck, humble, all that. You get what I'm saying? And they don't realize that. A lot of them don't realize that. They just thinking like, oh, I'm gonna just come in here and I do this. This is West Coast. I'm like, bro, and then you ultimately pay with your life, and then you be like, the family member be like, fuck Cali and fuck this. But no, y'all should have just, you know, came correct. And so
So
when everybody speak out on it, we like, listen, we ain't gonna let y'all say fuck California or fuck the West Coast and stuff like that when we not doing this shit. We can control thirsty young niggas that's coming looking for a lick. That's what they do every day. And then when we tell niggas, then they be like, "Oh, y'all could have stopped it, nigga. We ain't about to tell on the homies. We ain't the police now."
do you feel that industry connections matter when it involves street shit?
Of course, and that's why you go and you politic, but you politic the correct way. Like we got rules Every place has got rules, nigga. I'm not about to be walking up on 63rd block and yelling and we're doing this. I'm here and I'm the toughest nigga and all. Nigga, I'm gonna get popped.
By a young
They're
nigga
gonna,
too.
they're gonna let me send your goofy ass back in the casket, and that's what niggas do in L.A.
That's one thing I won't. I'm not gonna lie, y'all in LA, y'all get busy. I ain't even gonna lie. Like I used to say
No,
to
but
bars.
yeah, no, everywhere gets busy, but niggas in L.A. just know when we go to New York, just we want New York to embrace us, so we gonna come with the most humblest and the most respect that we can. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like we ain't gonna come and be disrespectful. You forgot niggas in LA, they only go through a 5 mile radius their whole entire life because it's like it's so much gang activities and niggas getting robbed and shot and stuff like that. It's like nigga, we go to the corner store, might the grocery store, and all this other stuff like that, and be cool. Since it became Uber Eats and Lyft and all the other stuff like that, niggas is really not coming outside because they can order it and bring the shit instead of going to the grocery store and getting into it with one of their enemies. You get what I'm saying? Never coming back home. So it's a lot easier now.
With how California is like structured with all this stuff, with how the robberies are set up and everything, how does a rapper really stay safe even when they check in?
By
Cause
just by doing their business. If you got a show, go to the club, get your security, go in there, perform, and leave. Don't come out wanna stay out and hang out in the club and shit like that. No, nigga, you got paid. That's your job. Get the fuck up out of there and go home. Mind your business. You get what I'm saying? But they want to go and want to find bitches, LA bitches, and where the weed at. Then they get the drug dealers to bring them the weed, and it's all a setup.
damn.
Nigga, the cool part about it is, nigga that's bringing you weed always gonna have a man around. Oh, this is so and so. This my man or whatever. He good and stuff like that. So he could backdoor and get your ass. You get what I'm saying? The niggas have to peep that.
So they'll have their homie with them, and the homie will rob you, and it'd be like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Yeah, a nigga be like, damn, why this nigga bring this nigga to my room? You get what I'm saying? Nigga to scope this shit out, dummy.
Oh, and then they just get right to get. Okay, it's always a setup. It's most of the time it's a
It's,
setup.
yeah. Okay, my brother dropped me off. Oh, send me money to call an Uber. Bitch, he sent her $100 to come over there or whatever. Bitch got a load of niggas she picking up. If she needed just gas money to pick the niggas up. You get what I'm saying? Oh, I'ma fuck him, put him to sleep, and y'all go do y'all stuff. That's how this shit go.
Damn, man. Yo, don't. Yo, man, y'all hear it here, man. If y'all gonna be a rapper, just be a rapper. Don't do the extra. It's that
Yeah,
simple.
that's
Just don't do
that's
the
it.
extra. Just don't. That's it's really that simple. Because I'm like, damn. It seems like as long as you just mind your business, shit won't happen to you.
Exactly. But
So
these niggas wonder, oh, oh, I need a bitch, all that bitch bad. Call her or whatever like that. Nigga calling that bitch. Bitch got your room number, everything. Bitch got it. Oh, baby, I don't do hotels. Oh, you got an Airbnb? Bitch, yeah, oh, tomorrow I'm gonna have to throw a party. Bitch, you got all the homies in there to rob your stupid ass.
do you think? Do you think that with everything that you're doing, right? You're basically saying your message to everybody is no regrets, right?
Yep, no regrets. Fuck who thinks it's wrong. Just do you.
All right, man. So can we hold on? And I gotta ask you this. I'm asking you this on air because I want to make sure you stamp that you coming back on this platform. So we gonna see you again for another interview, right?
Of course.
Oh, word. Because I was about to say with the way I'm expecting you to go viral tomorrow. I'm expecting to see
Every-
something. I'm like, yo, he's. it's gonna happen. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna be like Vlad. I'm gonna be like, okay, Luce, what happened?
But listen, everybody, y'all better like, comment, and subscribe. Dead homies, this is gonna be powerful. This is gonna be a lot of drills and a lot of gems for y'all to get out of this interview. Dead homies, we on it. We're gonna have part two with my nigga Icon.
Alright, man. I fuck with you, gang. Yo, man. He already told y'all who you tapped in with, man. It's your boy Icon got you. And like I always tell y'all, man, always be you and never be afraid to reinvent yourself. And until next time, y'all, we out.
Dead homies.
Oh, Con, you the best.